Hey guys, it's btaylortv. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, we are going to give commentary about some trending topics, celebrity news, and relationships, and take a deeper dive into it and give my opinions, perspectives, and how we can apply these situations to our own personal life. And today we are going to be talking about Jaidyn and BlueFace and how BlueFace was caught on camera being a narcissist and how he was caught gaslighting and got called out for it. So I'm going to go ahead and play that video for you guys.
I tell her to this day, it's your fault that Chrisean still exists to me.
That's a very narcissistic thing to say.
It is very
How?
narcissistic.
You're gaslighting.
Because that's exactly because you.
But I know myself.
No, because it is though.
I've done 5 seasons of Blue Girls Club. I've never took any female past that.
Let me recant what I said. It sounds like a because you that could be your truth. You could be being genuine, but it's also like an easy thing to say to be like.
No, it's really not because
this is your fault.
I've done 5 seasons and I've never have done anything with any of the women after the season.
During the season.
During the season, after the season, I've never promoted.
It's
I promoted these girls.
It's very promoted them. No,
I'm saying,
but none of them was able to go and get a show or something like that. So that's cap.
But me and Chrisean,
you have fucked with bitches off the show. That is cap.
All the bitches off the show.
So that's cap.
But I'm saying, me and Chrisean have only been in business because I didn't.
You don't still feel bad because you paid.
No, I don't still feel bad. I think she's
you paid for the tooth, and it is what it is.
I think she's fine. She's
that's
great.
Cap. Come on,
I've repaid her. She's repaid
cap.
me. I think me and Chrisean. I think me and Chrisean are.
Do you think Blue's a narcissist?
I think he has narcissistic tendencies.
Right.
But I don't think he's like a full blown
so.
like everything he does is with that intent. But there are some things he does where I'm like,
I feel like
okay, now you're trying to flip it on somebody else to make yourself feel
women
better.
Have a way of acting out of emotion, and as a man, once these actions are made, we don't get to just cover them up. Feel me? Like, I can't throw a temper tantrum in here, throw a drink on you, and slap you, and people be like, well, you did this to her.
Now, they were being interviewed, and BlueFace was basically questioned, like, how did the rise of Chrisean Rock start? How did you end up dating Chrisean Rock and making her into this star? And what came about it, and what was your reason behind it, especially while being with your child's mother at that time? And so he proceeds to say that Jaidyn is the reason why she made Chrisean Rock a star, why he made Chrisean Rock a star. And the host immediately called out his BS and was like, hold on now, that's called gaslighting, because what you're not going to do is blame her of why you cheated, slept with her, and took her from this girl that's on your show to basically a superstar, which I don't want to give BlueFace that much credit. Chrisean Rock is a star because Chrisean Rock has a personality that a lot of girls love, and they love her authentic side that she show on camera. And even if it is a little ratchet or ghetto or negative, people love that she's authentic and just being herself. Now, I really never knew the story behind Chrisean Rock losing her tooth, but BlueFace basically explains that, you know, what he's trying to do is manipulate Jaidyn, like, oh, the reason why I did these things is because I owed Chrisean Rock a tooth because she lost her tooth because of you. No, she lost her tooth because of multiple reasons that were triggered by your actions. You were cheating on your baby mother, and she pulled up with her friends and his sister, and they came to fight or jump her, and Chrisean Rock ran and lost her tooth, and it was a whole big ordeal. Maybe the law probably got involved, and so he felt bad for this 20-year-old girl who now has lost her front tooth for him and riding out for him. So he felt like he needed to owe her something. That's his excuse, guys. I'm not saying this is, you know, the reason behind it, but he was sleeping with her and dealing with her, so he felt like he owed her. So in payback and in return, he owed her I guess a business deal or a deal with, you know, her music and really promoting her. And I'm so glad that the host called him out, but here's BlueFace explaining how Chrisean Rock lost her tooth.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck is y'all doing? I'm trying to run a whole little thing here, and you guys are conflicting with the business. Helicopter pull up. It's a whole big old deal. Like, because Chrisean ran out butt naked. She probably went to a neighborhood, called the police. Yeah, late at night. It just seemed bad. So I come downstairs, Chrisean's gone, she's there, my sister's out there, what you will wear? I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Y'all fucking in my business. So I start tripping on them. They leave. Now I'm worried about Chrisean. Following day after, she comes back. Her tooth is like, it's not out, but it's loose. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I know my baby mama and my sister did not just pull up.
And fuck her.
They didn't even touch her. She ran.
No, but I'm saying,
but
like,
no, yeah,
but
you know,
you don't know.
seems,
You didn't see what happened. Yeah,
it seems like it's my fault, you know, because I'm hosting this thing, and then people that I personally deal with are pulling toothless up. Right. So now I'm feeling like a disgusting human being because I'm like, damn.
This 20-year-old girl.
Yeah, she's here.
So all of this is just a straight up mess, and Jaidyn is just sitting right there next to him, and I don't want to talk too much about her because I have something coming up discussing Jaidyn and BlueFace relationship and how it goes a little bit deeper than, well, it's a lot deeper than Chrisean Rock and BlueFace. But basically, she was just saying, hey, this is not my fault. You didn't have to do the things that you had to do. And he's trying to gaslight Jaidyn like, oh, well, the reason why I did all these things is because of you. And that is what a narcissist is going to do. They're going to try to somehow create a narrative that because of their actions and why they did what they did to you and to hurt you is because of your doing. Or if you would never did this, but she can backdoor and say, well, if you were never cheating, then I would never did this. And then because I did this, you went and did this. And then you continue doing this and then got me pregnant and continued cheating on me with Chrisean Rock. And then when I left, you decided to get back at me and blow up with Chrisean Rock and make her your girlfriend. So all of this is just a mess. It really just gives a deeper perspective in who BlueFace is and how he just manipulates and gaslight all the time. And just imagine getting in an argument with this man while you are under the influence, because Chrisean Rock, before she was pregnant, was always under the influence. Actually, Chrisean Rock is still under the influence because she has definitely been caught multiple times smoking weed while pregnant, but that's another story for a different day. But, you know, see, Jaidyn Alexis likes to drink now because BlueFace is like, you know, go ahead, drink, because when you're under the influence, you cannot make sound decisions for yourself or really analyze what is going on properly. And so he tends to gaslight, but Jaidyn does come to his defense and say that he is not a narcissist. And what I think she meant was he's not a malignant narcissist. Like, he doesn't have a cold heart. He doesn't do things intentionally, but I think that he's very petty and that he has narcissistic characteristics. And I do think that he is a narcissist, but he's not a malignant narcissist where he may have a care in his heart. Like he even said, I cared about Chrisean and I felt bad. A narcissist would have just told Chrisean, you lost your tooth because you weren't careful. So he does have somewhere where he's able to sway in and out of those characteristics, but he is definitely manipulative. He's definitely a gaslighter. Even if that's not a word, he is someone who gaslights a lot. We saw him on camera gaslighting Chrisean Rock many times, and now we see him on camera once again gaslighting Jaidyn. And I just give all respect to the host because he called the bullshit out where a lot of people would have not called it out. A lot of people would have just been like sitting there like, oh really? Like, no, he's like, hold on now, as a man, I'm gonna come to you as a man. And that's what more men need to do. If you see BS and you see a man BSing and not taking accountability and being petty and trying to sweep things under the rug as if what your actions wasn't a cause of her reaction, which was a series of reaction that resulted in where he is today between Chrisean and Jaidyn, and the way Jaidyn feels and the way Chrisean is. And BlueFace tries to act like he doesn't care about Chrisean, but you can clearly see that he does have some type of care for both women in his own toxic way. And I'm not saying this is acceptable. I'm just saying that's the only way he know how to show these ladies love is by, oh, I'm gonna put you on. So now he's putting Jaidyn on in the music career. I love the way you love me.
I love the way you love me.
I love the way you love me.
Sorry, I had to do that because I ain't gonna lie, I like that little part of the song. But yeah, this was very interesting to see. Like I said, I'm so glad that this host has called BlueFace out and that hold his foot to the fire where he wasn't able to get off and try to gaslight Jaidyn like he usually does to Chrisean. And Jaidyn is fully aware that he gaslights her. And that's the thing. And I think these women know who he is, and they try to look past his manipulative ways and try to see his heart. But you got to take it for what it is. If somebody's constantly gaslighting you and manipulating you, it doesn't matter what their heart looks like. You need to go off of how they're treating you and how mature they are in conversations. If they are able to understand and empathize with you and understand how their actions may be affecting you, and also how you may be affecting them. I think all accountability needs to be taken. So if you're in a situation with somebody where they're saying, well, I only did this because of you did this, and the reason why I did this is because you did this, that is a form of gaslighting, and it's a form of you not taking accountability for your actions, because you can clearly say, you know what, it doesn't matter that you did this. I can only take accountability on the part that I play. So in my life, I've gotten an argument before with somebody and I went off on them and I cursed them smooth the F out. But even though they did something where I felt disrespected, I had to sit with myself and say, okay, was my actions a reflection of who I want to be in the future? If this is not who I want to be in the future, then I need to take accountability, call this person up, and apologize for my actions without bringing up what that other person did to make me react that way. Now, I can't explain what happened, but I also need to take accountability and say, I don't care what you did. It's up to me and my responsibility and how I react to what you said and react to the disrespect, because I can only hold myself accountable and I can only take responsibility for the words that come out of my mouth and the actions that I do. I can't blame anybody else as an adult of why I reacted the way I reacted. You cannot blame people for your actions. That's why you have to think before you speak, and that's why it is, that's why it is responsible for you to take accountability for the words that you and the actions that you put out there and how you treat other people. So somebody can hurt you and be mean to you, but it's up to you of how you respond to it. I don't know, guys. Give your thoughts and reactions below. What do you feel about how do you feel about this interview? How do you feel about, the host holding BlueFace accountable? How do you feel about Jaidyn? How do you feel about Chrisean Rock? I really want to read your comments and thoughts below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And I just want to say shout out to my moderators, shout out to my subscribers. And if you are new here, shout out to you for taking the time out to watch to the end. Make sure you give this a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you feeling like you like my content. All right, guys. Talk to you in the near future. Bye.